Okay, so today we will see some things about for loops in Bash. I will open the Emacs editor to type script. Okay, the script is called script for loops sh. And the first, the simplest way to generate a for loop is the following. Okay, so what we say here, so the basic syntax is for variable name, here the variable is called I, in, and then all the possible values that I may get. So now the I will get successively the values 1, 2, 3, 7, 7, 77 and 97. And this will be the order of the values that I will get. First the value 1, and then the value 2, and then the value 3, and then the value 77, and the value 97. This semicolon is not needed here actually. And then whatever is between the do and done will be executed exactly in this order that is specified here. So first of all it will be executed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, because there are 4 possible values of the variable I, and successively the variable I will get these values that are specified here. So the echo command prints out the value of this variable. So what it will print out will be 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 77, and then 97. Okay, let's see. I save it. I bring the for loop in the terminal, and then bash script for loops sh, and it will print out the values 1, 2, 3, 77, 97. Okay, great. Let's go back to continue. We'll just print here echo, just separate the different ways to execute a for loop. Now this will be the second way. For I in 1. Now, of course, the first way has a disadvantage that if we need I to get several values, then we need to type all the values here. And if these values are 789, for example, then we have to print out, to type here 789 values. Luckily, Bash, after version 4, has a following option, the built-in option. We can specify the range of all values that I will take using the curly bracket. So for I in curly bracket 1 dot 789, it means that I will get successively all the values between 1 and 789, and will print them out. Okay, let's see how this will work. So here it is. Now you may wonder why we need for loops. The reason is that we might have to repeat the same job several times. So let's have a look here. I have these 10 FASTA files that I need to align them. So if I would just if I would not have the option to use for loops, I would have to type in example1 fa, then example1 ln, just to produce an alignment file, to run it, and then go here and then type 2 and type 2 and so on. I made a mistake also, and so on. If I want to make this process automated, if I want to automate things, I will just have to type in okay, let's see how the file looks like. So it's example 1, 2, 3 and so on. And you see now also how valuable it is to be able to go back to the terminal and bring again the Emacs editor in the foreground. So, do muft example. I will just use it like that. Example. Now what this will do is that successively I will get all the values between 1 and 10. So the first time I will be 1, so it will be muft example1.fa. It will produce the alignment and the output will be to example1.aln. I use the curly brackets here just to protect and specify exactly what the variable is. Now, actually in this case I could just have it like that, but if the file name that I want to produce is, for example, example1 alignment, then if I would not have the curly bracket, Bash would be confused and would think that the variable is called iAlignment. So I use curly brackets just to specify what the variable actually is. And I think it's a good practice to use them, to use it always. When you have a dot, then Bash is not confused. So actually if you have a dot or something like that, you might use also the variable without the curly bracket. Okay, so this will just generate an alignment. Let's see how this will work. Okay. Here are the 10 alignments. And done. You see that I got back the 10 alignment files. Okay, so the built-in way and probably the best way is this from the first value 1 dot dot the last value 10. With this way the increment will just be 1. If you want a different increment, you must specify here again 2 dots and then type the increment. So now the first alignment will be the first file that it will that muft will process will be example1.fa, and then it will add 3 and it will go to example4fa, and then example7fa plus 3 example10fa. If I would add 4 here, it will be example1fa, example5fa, example9fa. The next one would be 13 is greater than 10, so it would actually stop to 9. Okay, let's see that. Indeed, the last three files that were generated was 1, 5 and 9. 1 is the first one, plus 4, 5, plus 4, 9. Okay. So I can echo just to separate the different commands. The third way. There is actually a third way, and this is by using the dollar parenthesis operator. So for I in. Now this operator specifies that a command will be executed here in a different subshell, and the results of this command, the value of this command, that's why it's the dollar here, will go to the variable I. So for example, I can use the command check, and check will get successively all the values of the integer values between 1 and 10. And will print out all these values. I will just comment out this command here because it takes some time. And there is nothing here. The third way is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I remember well, I can specify an increment value here. Okay, this is not correct. So it's 1. The syntax is like that. So it's between 1 and 10, and the step is 2. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 9 is the last value because then it will go to 11, and which is greater than 10. So it will it has to stop at 9. Okay. And the fourth way, which is a way that is not used so much any longer, but I use it actually quite a lot because it requires less typing. Fourth way. It's this forward symbol here. And again, we can specify a command. The command will be executed. The output of the command will be stored in variable I, and then the loop will be executed. So again, let's put here, do it like that. So the fourth way is variable 1, variable 3, variable 5, variable 7, variable 9. Just in echo I gave both the word variable, the dollar, and the variable I here. Okay, so these are 4 ways to run for loops. I mentioned here the way for loops are useful. In this one, I just comment out, and I hope it's useful for you as well. Thanks a lot.